मेरे से क्या दुश्मनी थी?
This probationary primary teacher of Kendra Vidyalaya has been suspended after her videos with derogatory remarks went viral on social media. She also said that people in Bihar have zero civic sense.
They have zero civic sense. I mean it, zero civic sense. इंडिया डेवलपिंग कंट्री मुझे लगता है बस इसलिए है बिकॉज बिहार है उसके अंदर. द डे वी रिमूव बिहार फ्रॉम इंडिया इट विल बी डेवलप्ड.
That was funny, interesting. Yeah, it did sound a bit of too much, but जो भी कहा उसने, let's talk about it. So a 24-year-old Kendriya Vidyalaya English teacher went viral for ranting about Bihar, using the F word as punctuation marks, and the reaction? Outrage, suspension, complaints. But the real question is, was she wrong? I mean, yes, she should have put it across in a better way. She's a teacher, remember? But did she really say anything that we haven't already thought or discussed in private? Okay, first of all, this is not the first time we have been listening to such beautiful words from someone about Bihar. It's common nowadays. But every single time someone rants or complains about Bihar, we bring out our history as a weapon.
दुनिया की सबसे पुरानी यूनिवर्सिटी बिहार से, दुनिया का सबसे पुराना हिंदू मंदिर बिहार से, दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा ऊंचा लंबा स्तूप जो है वो बिहार से, दुनिया का सबसे लंबा वाईफाई जोन बिहार से, दुनिया की सबसे पुरानी हाईवे बिहार में, भारत के 10 सबसे बड़े ब्रिज में से 4 बिहार में से, बिहार वो प्रदेश है जो यूपी के बाद सबसे ज्यादा आईएएस अधिकारी देता है, दुनिया के 2 बड़े धर्म जैन और बुद्ध, इनके प्रमुख स्थान बिहार से, जिसने दुनिया को जीरो दिया या जो भारत का प्रथम राष्ट्रपति बना, उन दोनों का जन्म बिहार में, सिखों के 10वें और अंतिम गुरु गोविंद सिंह जी का जन्म भी बिहार से. ये बिहार की चर्चा इसलिए हो रही है क्योंकि कई ऐसे हैं जिन्हें लगता है कि बिहार पिछड़ेपन की पहचान है. बिहार को देश से निकाल दिया जाए तो देश विकसित कहलाएगा. इस देश में इन मैडम के जैसे कई लोग हैं जिन्हें बिहार से घिन आती है, जिन्हें बिहार से शर्म आती है, और ऐसे में हमें लगा कि हमारे देश के महत्वपूर्ण प्रदेश बिहार के बारे में आज लोगों को.
Yes, Bihar has a glorious history to talk about. But let's be honest, no amount of past greatness can justify why people today refuse to follow basic rules. Now, just because Aryabhatta invented zero doesn't mean that traffic rules become zero, civic sense becomes zero, discipline becomes zero, and behavior? Okay, what is that? Just because Nalanda was the world's first university doesn't mean public schools can function without teachers. If the teachers are there, they are the ones who have bribed into the system.
पर्यावरण को इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं? पर्यावरण को इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं?
बायोलॉजी.
पर्यावरण को बायोलॉजी बोलते हैं? इधर आइए मेरे जैसा कर. पर्यावरण को इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं?
पर्यावरण के ज्योग्राफी पता है.
ज्योग्राफी को पर्यावरण बोलते हैं?
ना पर्यावरण, हाँ, विज्ञान.
विज्ञान बोलते हैं पर्यावरण को इंग्लिश में. तो साइंस को क्या बोलते हैं?
हाँ, साइंस से बोलते हैं विज्ञान को.
साइंस का स्पेलिंग है?
साइंस का SINCE साइंस.
कब आप यहाँ पे पोस्टेड हुए?
2005 में.
2005 से आप यहाँ पे पढ़ा रहे हैं? तरीके प्रखंड शिक्षक है, पंचायत शिक्षक है, क्या है आप? प्रखंड शिक्षक है. 2005 से लगातार यहाँ पे पढ़ा रहे हैं.
And just because Buddha preached about peace doesn't mean throwing stones at trains is a form of sanity or meditation. It isn't. Bihar, the land of ancient wisdom, great minds, but absolutely zero patience in the traffic or in the train or anywhere for that matter. Every time someone points out Bihar's lack of civic sense, the instant reply is, यही तो वो बिहार है ना जहाँ से आर्यभट्ट ने जन्म लिया, जहाँ नालंदा यूनिवर्सिटी है, जहाँ इतने सारे पॉलिटिशियंस पैदा हुए, IAS ऑफिसर्स बनते हैं. History is not something which you hide behind anything you do wrong in the society. So let's put aside the excuses and talk about the real issue. Why civic sense is missing in Bihar? Why indiscipline is the norm? And why so many Biharis don't want to come back once they leave? Civic sense basically means behaving in a way that makes public life smooth for everyone. But in Bihar, there is 100% lack of civic sense. And yeah, public property, okay, that is treated like a distant uncle's inheritance, matlab baap ki jagir types. Use it, abuse it, and forget it. Roads are actually meant for everything except smooth driving. Peeing on walls, spitting on walls, It's a national hobby there. Throwing garbage outside everywhere instead of keeping it in a dustbin. Okay, that is a tradition. If the train is late, tod do na, let's break it. Bihar people love trains but hate waiting. So, what do they do when the train is late? They write a complaint? No. That is too civilized. They just start throwing stones at it, break windows, or set bogies on fire. So, the logic is simple. If I can't go, nobody else should go. So recently in Samastipur and Gaya, people were protesting against train delays by attacking the trains. And also you have seen what was happening during the Mahakumbh. And that is why this lady is ranting so much. For this reason, we have bridges in Bihar born to collapse every year. Recently in Bhagalpur and Kishanganj, multiple bridges collapsed. One even before the inauguration. One was stolen. I mean, what is happening? It's almost like a magic trick. And the world famous weddings of Bihar. I'm sure you've heard about it. The weddings, or is it a battlefield? Bihari weddings are grand, loud, and dangerous. Here, the guests don't just dance, they also fire bullets in happiness because nothing says congratulations like accidentally sending someone to the hospital or killing them.
ये बोलेगा तब शूट करना चलो
So the Baratis drink, fight, and sometimes even they steal the groom. Yeah, pakadwa biyah. Have you ever heard about it? Pakadwa biyah means sometimes they go ahead and kidnap the groom itself. Yeah, it may be a government officer or it may be an engineer, doctor, anyone. They can kidnap the groom and they can get him married. That is called pakadwa biyah.
लाल जोड़े में दुल्हन की बगल बैठे दूल्हे की ठुड्डी किसी ने पकड़ी हुई है। कोई गाल पे थपकी लगा रहा है, सहरा गिर जाता है, जबरन पहनाया जा रहा है। दूल्हे ने पी नहीं रखी, उसका पकड़ा हुआ विवाह हुआ है। शादी से पहले जमकर कुटाई भी हुई। कहानी बिहार के नालंदा जिले की है।
These popular wedding incidents are very common in Bihar, known for their also, yeah, the politics in Bihar, that is the real stand-up comedy. Bihar politics is a true entertainment.
इधर चला बे उधर चला, इधर चला बे उधर चला, जाने कहां बे किधर चला, अरे फिसल गया, अरे चाचा जी।
वो तो रोज रात में जो सदिया होता है उसके साथ करता है ना, तो उसी में और पैदा हो जाता है। और लड़की पढ़ लेती है कि हमको मालूम था कि वो करेगा ठीक है, लेकिन अंतिम में भीतर मत घुसाओ, उसको बाहर कर दो। 50 करोड़ 70 करोड़ 90 करोड़ कितना दे? अब विद्यार्थी परिषद का लड़का आगे बढ़ के मोदी मोदी मोदी, हम लोग नहीं समझते हैं।
I'm sure it's sometimes more spicier than a Bollywood script, and actually change of parties can happen faster than people change their WhatsApp DP.
And this is not all, viewers. In fact, there is more. As far as Tej Pratap is concerned, he created a ruckus on Holi, and we are now showing you visuals of him, on a two-wheeler. He's without a helmet. He's crossing the Chief Minister's residence, where he shouts, "Where is Paltu Chacha?"
So yeah, overall we have seen lack of inspiration or people who are setting right example for the society of Bihar, for the huge population of Bihar, whether it is the politicians, the entertainers, the actors, the singers, or the teachers. No one is giving the right knowledge, civic sense or discipline. No one is giving them the right picture of civic sense. Now, do all Biharis lack civic sense? Of course not. They are brilliant, hardworking, decent Biharis who come from the IAS background, scientists, business leaders. But why is that they behave only when they are outside Bihar? Biharis in Delhi, Mumbai and Bangalore are amongst the most disciplined professional workers. I'm sure about it. But the moment they come back home, everything changes. Why? The problem is not the people of Bihar. The problem is the environment of Bihar that makes the people careless. I am a proud Bihari. But a lot of Biharis who come out of Bihar, they never want to go back to Bihar anymore. Because the problem exists. We don't want our kids to be growing there in that kind of environment. And that is very truth. Ask any Bihari who's happily earning money outside Bihar, they will never go back. And this comes out of reality. This is not coming out of कि हम खुश हैं यहाँ पे भाई नहीं. We do want to see our farmlands. We do want to see our Bihar. We have loved being there. We still want to go. No, not in this kind of Bihar until it changes. Yeah, we can try talking about this on social media, but certainly government or people have to involve together and work on this. Now, before anyone starts thinking that Bihar is the only place with civic sense issues, let's step back and look at India as a whole. Civic sense is a national problem. From Delhi to Mumbai, from Chennai to Kolkata, public behavior often lacks basic discipline. Traffic rules, it is more or less like suggestions. Red light means stop, but in India, it means hurry up before the cop sees you. Public cleanliness, who cares? Spitting, littering, and treating streets like a personal garbage bin is a nationwide hobby. Entitlement is everywhere. This is me, this is my area, this is where I will stand. Whether it is VIP culture, breaking queues, or just honking impatiently, moral conduct takes a back seat when you are in India. And yeah, that is a harsh reality. So the moral conduct or the social behavior, is it a lost art now? No, it's not just about civic rules. It's also about basic human behavior. Somewhere along the way, we have stopped caring about the society we live in. Why don't people follow rules? Because there are no real consequences. No one fears getting fined, or even if they do, थोड़ा पैसा दे के काम निकल जाएगा ना बॉस.
यो मरेगा भाई देख 100-200 का चक्कर में हैं पैसे खा रहा है ये इसका मुंह में से निकाल कैसे निकालूं क्या हो गया स्टेट विजिलेंस आप पीछे मुंह में ले ले.
Yeah, right. And why don't people respect public spaces? Because they don't see them as theirs. अगर ये मेरा घर नहीं है तो मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Why do people misbehave? Because we have normalized that behavior. If celebrities and politicians can get away with it, why should the common man behave? So the root problem is that we are a sab chalta hai ji. That society now. If a bridge falls, chalta hai. If someone spits on the road, chalta hai. If we drive on the wrong side, if someone is doing that, chalta hai bhai, jaldi mein hoga. Biwi bula rahi hogi. So until we get rid of this attitude, nothing is gonna change. Okay, the real question, can Bihar change? Can India change overall? The positive side is, change is possible. Start small. Don't litter, follow traffic rules, call out on any public misbehavior from anyone. And no, just posting proud Bihari memes won't help us if you are still throwing gutka packets on the road or if you are spitting on the roads. So, do we need that change? Do we want that change? That depends on you and us, of course. So we need to improve our civic sense. We need to reform a lot of things, and public participation is important. And let's talk about the solution now. The civic sense won't come overnight, but if we don't start now, will forever remain a joke for all the other states and for the whole world. There are young people, startups, and local leaders who are trying to fix things. Awareness is growing, and some cities are showing real progress. But the real change has to start with each person taking responsibility about this. Try to follow rules, even if no one is watching. Treat the public places or the public property like your own home. Stop glorifying indiscipline in entertainment and politics. Yeah, you can laugh about the jokes, about the dark jokes inside a room. There's an appropriate place for it, a time for it. But if we glorify it, we will have the society in the same way. The consequences will be there. Bihar and India as a whole has so much potential. But unless we stop making excuses and start fixing things, we will remain stuck in the same cycle of chaos. It's time to bring back discipline, respect, and civic sense, not just in Bihar, but everywhere. Because history may be grand, but the present is what truly defines us. What are your thoughts about this? Let me know in our comment section. Drop your ideas. मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में. तब तक के लिए thank you so much. Subscribe the channel if you haven't yet, and thank you for liking the video. See you in the next one.